Bay of Morlaix carries a rich history, traditions that stretch right back into the past. Now, through a festival, it's planning to reconnect with its maritime heritage. The event aims to bring together land and sea, uniting people with the maritime world.
The farmers and the sailors of the Bay of Morlaix were linked out of necessity. People from Trégueux, for example, might have had products to sell in Lyon, but they didn't use carts, so they crossed the water. It was all connected. This is trying to revive something beautiful, because they knew how to do things well in the past.
Thanks to the various stops around the ports of the Bay of Morlaix, visitors can discover centuries-old sailing boats. They can also begin to understand the agricultural world due to exhibitions and events centered around local and regional products. A cultural richness that's the direct result of this meeting between land and sea.
This
isn't the only boat exhibition. It's a meeting between the earth, the boats and the sea. Like a picture, when you see the boats framed against the scenery, it's clearly pretty grandiose.
This first festival of its kind brought together 100,000 visitors and 300 boats over 4 days. An event that displayed the best that Brittany has to offer, from its lush shorelines to the bountiful ocean. Here in Peru, on the Pacific North Coast, Manu Bouvet and Karine Cambolive have come to find waves and also explore the possible origins of surfing. Emmanuel lives in Hawaii and has become a skilled surfer. He surfs on a stand-up, a long surfboard that's controlled with the help of a paddle. In Huanchaco, they discover some Cabalitos Totora, fishermen who use boats made from reeds. The nose of their boats is pointed upwards in order to deal with the swell. These fishermen have joined an ancient tradition almost 1,500 years old. The origins of surf may lie here, perhaps when tired sailors let the surf bring them back in after a long day of fishing. Karine is going to join the Cabalitos and try to learn some of their techniques in mastering the ocean's energy.
It was nice because all the fishermen went out on their caballos. They went to put down the net. We waited for some waves and then all of the fishermen arrived. It was great coming back. I was able to take 1 or 2 of the waves with them. It was fun.
En fait, ici, on est à Chan Chan, qui est.
Here we are in Chan Chan, which is an archaeological city by the sea, dating back over 1,000 years.
D'à peu près 1000 ans, un peu plus. Et en fait, ce qui est vraiment sympa, ce qui est
We
vraiment
came to
original.
Peru to take advantage of the waves and the wind, but what's interesting is that this ancient civilization enjoyed it too.
Un peu la preuve qu'il y a déjà des millénaires.
From these sculptures, we can see that the Chimu civilization recognized the presence of the swell particular to this area of Peru.
Ces sculptures, on s'aperçoit que cette civilisation, Chimu, prenait vraiment en compte la présence de
And it's really well drawn. This may be evidence that surfing was born here. In any case, the first traces of men or women who surfed waves are right here in Peru.
Est né ici au Pérou. Enfin, du moins que les premières traces d'hommes ou de femmes qui ont surfé des vagues, c'est ici au nord du Pérou.
Gordillo is a fisherman, and he plans to show Karine and Manu how they transform reeds into a true cabalito. A boat doesn't last long, only a few months before it needs to be rebuilt. He's finding it difficult to pick up, but Manu has found the origins of his passions, the birth of sailing.
que ton engin est beaucoup plus difficile.
I think your machine is much more difficult to handle than my stand-up. It's not the same thing, but thank you for the experience.
C'est fabuleux quoi, de se retrouver ici sur cette plage où
It's great to discover this here on the beach. There are definitely people who surfed nearly 2,000 years ago, and we found some using a pretty similar method to our stand-up, but with different methods and a different boat. It's a pretty good feeling.
c'est un super bon feeling.